Hey, so I just want to share what I've noticed in the midst of me living my life, conversing and chopping it up with different people and being around different people. I think the issue when it comes to whoever you're rocking with at whatever time you're rocking with them, the issue comes into play when you begin trying to teach a lady or a woman trying to teach a man about everybody else as opposed to just teaching her or teaching him about you. You get what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is speak for yourself. You can't paint a broad brush and just make blanket statements about what men do, you know, instead of just speaking for you, what you do. You know what I'm saying? How you operate, how you think, why you do A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? It's getting out of control. You cannot speak on behalf of everybody trying to ingratiate yourself with the somebody that you're dealing with for the time being. Speak for yourself. It's okay to be upfront and honest with your experiences, with your sensibilities, with your outlooks and perspectives. But when you begin to generalize in an attempt to make yourself seem like you're not the general but the exception to the rule, that comes off as disingenuous because why is everybody else involved in your conversation with this person? You know? Shouldn't it be about you guys getting to know each other if you're compatible? If you guys should spend time figuring out how to rock with each other? Isn't that the goal? You know, if a man doesn't A, B, and C, he's not a real man. What I tend to do, start with that. What you do is bada bada bing. Not what men should do bada bada boom. That's like, it's almost like the news's propaganda and sensationalism. They're trying to tug at your heartstrings and your emotion to get you to think and possibly act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessary unless there was a agenda behind generalization. Speak for yourself. This goes for men and women, but I can only speak from a man's perspective, my perspective. Whenever I'm in conversation, I speak about what I got going on, what I intend to have going on, what my plans are, how I operate, how I think, not to sound self-absorbed, but it's not being self-absorbed. It's a matter of building rapport with the person that you're in contact with. You have to personalize it conversationally, not like internalize and make things personal. But I'm talking about personalize your interaction with this person. Tailor make it for the person that you're talking to. Don't try to lessen the potential drawback from your truth by involving everybody. If women don't bada bada bing, most women tend to bada bada bing and what? Now, I will say this, you can speak according to your perspective, like things you've seen in your life, how this went with this particular woman or man or whoever you know. If you're a man, you can speak about how a situation went with this particular woman to let her know how you operated in that situation. But to generalize and make blanket statements is causing confusion. I think that's where the issue, again, like I said before, comes into play, because now you're warping the mentality of the person you're speaking with to be vigilant for the general, those blanket statements you're making. That's going to create a perspective that kind of pulls the wool over the eyes of the person you're speaking to, if they believe and trust what you're saying, to look for that overall general consensus ideology, which might not even be the case. Whereas if you just speak for yourself and come clean about things that you do and things that you think and how you operate, everything will go smooth. It's almost like taking accountability. Nobody wants to take accountability in conversation because they say you put your best foot forward. You're meeting the representative of the person you just come into contact with. So you're trying to put your best foot forward, show your best side, as opposed to just being honest, because everybody's not for everybody. Everybody's not compatible with everybody, Just because she look good, she's a quote unquote dime piece, she's a bad little thing, and you trying to, be the one that she, rock with, You want her to be on your line, hitting you, you know, daytime, nighttime, whatever time you want to be that guy. You don't have to embellish your positive traits and then, you know, try to hide what might not be likable, you know? Just be all the way up front. Because what I found out is, more times than not, from my personal experience, when you put on the table the good, the bad, and the ugly and let it be known, she might rock with you anyway because she doesn't want to represent the reason that things go bad. She doesn't want to bring out the bad in you. If you let her know how this went bad, I did this, I shouldn't, I learned from that. I was dead wrong when I did A, B, and C, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I learned, we live and we learn. We're creatures who are ever maturing, ever evolving. And I accept, I take responsibility for that, but I never want to go to that place again, you know. And then also shed light on your positive. Don't just try to be a Billy Badass in her eyes, you know. Let it be known. Have balance. It's about balance at the end of the day. And your compatibility with another person is predicated on the harmony of your individual balance. You know, if your balance matches her balance, then you're compatible. But if you try to hide one side, you know, it's lopsided, and now you seem like what you're not. And then when ish hits the fan, once y'all start rocking, if she decides to rock with you, if she chooses you, you know, and then the bad come out, she's blindsided. Now it's a crazy situation, you know. So I say that to say, speak for yourself. It's okay to be yourself, you know. It's okay to be upfront and honest with situations and circumstances that occurred that you may have learned from or that you're still learning from. And it's okay to, you know, shed light on your positive attributes. But all in all, speak for yourself. Stop generalizing. Stop putting everybody in the same category and compartmentalizing, you know, men, women, whatever genders you believe in. Stop putting a blanket a blanket idea or theory on all men and women, because that doesn't make sense. Everybody's different. We're not monotonous creatures, you know, like as a collective. You get what I'm saying? It's not one archetype or prototype. It's different. So you can't say men who don't do this are not this. Women who don't say this don't mean this. You can't, you know? So yeah, speak for yourself. Yeah.